What's good, everybody? It's Parlay with Jay. I'm back with a week 3 parlay specifically for the Thursday night football game. We have a division matchup which I like to bet on the most. Um, Pittsburgh Steelers versus Cleveland Browns. But before I hop into that, I'm gonna show y'all two parlays I hit on this past weekend on some division matchups. Um, the Chicago Bears and Green Bay Packers. You can see here I had a 7 pick for plus 800. I took this bet and I had more legs, which decreases the implied probability. Because week 1 and week 2 trends really haven't formed yet. We don't know what teams are legit and what teams aren't. Right? They haven't really fell into their tendencies yet, right? So I kind of played this close to the vest, lower wager, higher odds, right? You can see I hit on this one. This is my Twitter. If you want to follow my Twitter, sometimes I drop them before game time. And then I also had another one here, the Colts and the Jags, 7 picks, plus 900. I always like to match my wager amount. I flat bet with the same amount of picks and nearly the same amount of odds. So I came away with 2 wins, 2 dubs, this past weekend. Slowly growing my account as the season progresses. And NBA starts next week, even though it's preseason. I'll have my eyes on it, so I'll be dropping videos on my NBA picks as well. You can check out my NBA playlist if you want to see how I did last season, specifically in the playoffs, right? Um, so let's hop into it. Let's go to we're gonna go to new share. I'm gonna show y'all this bet I'm in for today. We're gonna come right here. All right, so my desktop 3. Um, Hopefully I'm sharing. Let's make sure I'm sharing on desktop 3. Yeah, okay, cool. Desktop 3. Okay, cool. So you can see here, Pittsburgh Steelers and the Browns. Um, Browns, I have them covering the spread. Both teams are heading into week 3, 1-1. But for different reasons. Cleveland had a heartbreaker, and Pittsburgh looks dysfunctional. Um, They're just all over the place, man. Sharp money's on Cleveland. I noticed that the line has moved a little bit. So that's something to keep an eye out on. Um, I like to look at line movement, right? So that's something that I definitely like to take a look at. And then there's rumors going on about Mitchell Trubisky can't move the ball downfield, and they should start Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett looked pretty good in preseason. So with all that being said, I'm taking Cleveland to cover the spread. I'm taking Amari Cooper here to go over 54. Amari Cooper can be kind of inconsistent, but his average for his career is 65. Week 1, he had 3 receptions, but he had 6 targets for 17 yards. Keep in mind, he's playing with a new QB, right? Week 2, he had 9 targets and 9 receptions for 101 yards. So keep in mind, he had at least 6 targets each game. Okay. Specifically, if you're watching week 1 game, he had an overthrow where the corner fell down. Jacoby Brissett tried to hit Amari, but he's a little bit overthrown. Had Jacoby Brissett started at the corner fell, maybe he would have flattened out the ball and got it straight to him. Right, but that didn't happen. And so after week 1, specifically, the offensive coordinator, Alex Van Pelt, basically was saying, like, hey, look, like, this is our number 1 guy. We need to get him the ball. Yes, they do run the ball over 50% of the time, but Amari Cooper is a great route runner, and you take advantage of him on stuff like play action, right? So that's something I kind of wanted to point out. Jacoby Brissett, the minimum he has thrown this season off of 2 games is 18. But that game when he threw 18, his completion percentage was low. It was like 52%. I think that he has a better completion percentage, and I don't think that we see that happen again. And if you notice, the Steelers have allowed both quarterbacks that they played this year to throw um, at least 21 receptions. Joe Burrow had 33, and Mac Jones had 21. Another note I want to make about Amari Cooper, him being the number 1. Pittsburgh has struggled against number 1s this year. Jamar Chase had 10 receptions for 129 yards, and Nelson Aguilar for the Patriots had six receptions for 110 yards. So that's a solid bet. I do have another 7 leg going for Thursday night, which I decreased the wager. Right, I basically doubled the picks, decreased the wager. But I'm starting to go back to my 3 leg parlay as transformed. And this is one for the season. Now I had a couple week one that were close, but you're basing a lot of 2022 season off of 2021, and teams have changed. So you have to be careful week one. I had a tough week one, but a good week two. And we're heading into week three. If you want more content and understand like how I bet, understand the implied probability in betting, check out my playlist. I do have an education playlist. I'm gonna be getting on NBA bets, and if I have some time, I'm gonna drop some college bets. Didn't have a good week three, but I had a decent week one and a good week two. But that's why we control our risk, right? And we always calculate for good rewards. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for when I do drop these videos. So when I drop them, y'all can hop on board and get the lines before they move. Thank y'all for watching the video. Peace out.